So there've been a few videos going around. It's Black Friday's been mainly empty a lot of places, which I'm very happy to see. I am one of those people that have long since boycotted shopping on Black Friday. Generally, I don't leave my house on Black Friday. One, because the people are generally atrocious, and two, because I don't believe in supporting that section of capitalism. Now, as I've said before, I don't really mind capitalism. I think there's a lot of good aspects that can be enjoyed, but where it's at now, the current state we've had for the past 30 so years is just awful. So if you're getting to work today, hopefully it's a nice easy day where you're not having to worry about a lot of customers coming through. I'm really happy to see Walmart's being empty and stuff. I do have to go out today because I run an online business and I have to get shipping out. That's what I have to do, but I don't plan on doing much else. Like I'm probably going to get gas and just stuff like that, but I'm not going to like Walmart or anything. Um, Now, a lot of people have said that this is because people are boycotting Black Friday because of stuff with Palestine, Israel, that kind of thing. I don't think that's the case. Well, I think there is a small section of people that are. I don't think that's what's driving this. Another person has said people are getting wiser, so they're just boycotting Black Friday because they're wise to things. I don't think that's it either. I think the two factors here that are causing what everybody's seeing. I was gonna stitch a video for this, but there's so many like you'll run into one if you haven't already. If you haven't already seen like five or six, but I think that at this point, it's one of two factors. And one, I think, more so than the other. But part of it, I think, is because people are shopping online more. I think people are just not going into the stores because they can get the same deals online. A lot of the retailers are offering the same deals. Yes, there is that portion where people are like 17% isn't enough. And I get it. You know, being in almost 40, if there's going to be a Black Friday deal, I'm used to what there was. There better be 50% off, buy two, get one, buy one, get one. Those are the kind of deals people are expecting. Those are nowhere to be seen, really. Not for anything worth value, anyway. And secondarily, I think this is the bigger issue, is that most people just don't have the money and they're overextended on credit. And interest rates are so high, anybody that does have credit, they don't have enough left to be able to make the payment to be able to handle buying a bunch of stuff during holidays. And what's funny is corporations, the Federal Reserve, and other like parties made the perfect storm for this season to fall flat. Because if people can't spend money because they don't have any because jobs aren't paying well enough anymore, then they're going to borrow money. But if they can't borrow money, they're not going to be able to spend. And this has been forecasted for a while that people were just not going to be able to borrow anymore. They were going to hit that limit and they were going to be out. And here we are. Most people can't afford to borrow anymore. So hopefully this will have a devastating impact on corporations, and we'll see what happens. I'm waiting to see the news reports after Tuesday, really, because let's be real, Black Friday extends from Friday to Tuesday now because of Cyber Monday and all that. But I think we're going to see flop logic. If you know what flop logic is, it's something that is real. I'm making the term up. I don't know what else to call it, but flop logic. It's like when a studio makes a movie and they expect it to make $1 billion because they spent 250 million and then it doesn't, and they're like, oh, it's a flop, it's horrible, everybody hated it, when realistically people really did want to see it, they did like it, but they couldn't for one reason or another. And so then the movie gets labeled a flop, and it's like, but it really wasn't. It's the same with Black Friday. We're going to see probably a lot of products get yanked, and they're going to be like, oh, it was a horrible product. It didn't launch well during Black Friday. It didn't launch well here. It just didn't sell. People just don't want it, and then it's going to be removed, and then we're going to lose more products because of the fact that corporations are misreading the situation entirely. Just like with everything else, they will accept any answer but the truth. I don't have any gifts to give anybody this year. I've had no money. I've been unemployed for 3 years now. While the 27th is 3 years. And I just don't have the money. And I don't mind buying gifts for people, but after COVID, it just isn't the same. And I know a lot of people feel that way, but I'm interested what the news reports look like after. I am glad that Black Friday's kind of tanking. Let's continue that momentum. Try to buy things smartly. I think another portion is people in my age group, we have enough tools online that we can see when things are actually on sale. And a lot of people have been pointing out things actually aren't on sale. Prior to this current wave of people becoming smart to the fact that the sales aren't sales, I've known this using extensions like Keepa and stuff that show me actual prices on Amazon. In addition to that, I've always been more savvy in shopping that I see what prices are on the sites for major retailers, and then I realized that's not a sale. The price has been jacked to be pared back. That's a sales tactic that's been around for a while. So I'm not really surprised by a lot of this, but I'm also not not expecting to see such great change. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm waiting to see the news articles that come out after to see what they say and stuff. So what are your thoughts? What other stores besides Walmart? Walmart seems to be the big place that people are seeing nobody there. Let me know what you think and what you've seen. Did you shop this holiday season? If so, what did you buy? What did you want to get that you needed to have so badly that was on sale that wasn't on sale regularly?